We now return to Let's Play 7 Grand Steps. Okay, so it is now Nebamin's turn. I want to obviously get up here as soon as I can. He's good at brewing and irrigation, not so much at the arch. But irrigation is unfortunately all the way at the end. So I think what I want to do instead is get him in a position where on my next turn Rita can bounce off of him. Now, let's see. Actually, if I got Rita there, well, she's good at pretty much everything, so if I got him here, I could then bounce her all the way to the end. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, now Enmol here, our son, is going to need some help. I have a ton of the arch tokens. I will just use those. Okay, so I should be able to get all the way to the end there. We might have another child. We do. Okay. So, yeah, as I was saying last episode, you can take the role of your child, just as we have here with Rita, but it is possible that that child will fail. And so when that happens, you then have to go back, if you had any siblings in the previous pool of children, you can then go back and choose from one of your other children. And since I've only been feeding the one, that means that the second one isn't so great, which kind of sucks. But you don't really want to go through your stockpile of tokens just to, work on all of your children. It's kind of bad to do that. Because even though it looks like we have a lot now, which we do, we're going to run out at some point in time. Although we do have many arches, so let's go ahead and just use that. Okay. Well, I'll pick that one up. And I may as well pick this one up. And, okay, I think I know what I'll do next turn. Let's see, you need help with brewing. Okay. Let's keep feeding the art. Actually, yeah, okay. I was going to have her try and make some tokens, but there is better use for her. No! Damn you. Okay, well that kind of shoots down what I was going to do there. I was going to have her move back and then have another go at all this, but these guys are catching up. So, let's just move forward. Put in an archway. Yeah, okay. And maybe the brewing? See, the thing is, she might come in and grab that brew, and that would really piss me off. But let's see, half a green is only worth 3, whereas a full one is worth 6. So it's obviously better to pick up what you can there, but you want to pick up all the little half pieces too if you can help it. So I guess I will. Oh, good, yeah, I forgot that she got the boost there, and that bumped her all the way to the end. She picked up 9 that round. We have another child. So you can see now where we would just be splitting so much attention, and I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to have them try and make tokens and just save what I... Damn it! She stole that. Oh, that's a big one. So let's move him up. Yeah. We still didn't get this? Oh, no, we did. Okay, a tale in the life of Rita. The year's harvest was immense. Amphora for storage were in desperate demand. Rita traded the family savings for a potter's wheel. She hoped never to plow or weed again. But how to begin? There are some answers that make it a little bit easier, I have found, and others that are kind of risky. So let's have her watch other potters ply their craft. Rosita's skill grew, and just when the abnormal demand tailed off, the quality of her pots grasped enough sales and respect to ensure continued business. One potter, however, vowed to avenge the theft of his designs. So something tells me that's really going to come back and bite me later. Okay, so now we can choose what I'm going to pursue. Once again, I think I'm going to go invention, because, like I said, it's important to have that down and be the first to find something. Now, unfortunately for me, because we've moved up a tier, all of these tokens now are behind me. The beads, rather. I can come back and around, swapping back and forth, as long as I have tokens for it. I think maybe in her case it would be beneficial to go down and pick that up. The problem is, of course, that I would have to get my way back up if I wanted to go back. So maybe instead I should just have her go back and try and take another run at all this stuff. That might be the easiest way. And now I kind of have a dilemma. When we reach this second tier, it is possible to sort of lose all these tokens. And once you do that, you can't go back down into them. I think by training a skill, you can get access to the tokens, because it randomly makes tokens for you. But I think when you have the actual skills, or you need to have the skills in order for those tokens to be possibly made. So I'm going to continue with that trend. Sort of putting all my eggs in one basket there. Okay. Well, let's move forward there. And I'm really tempted to just move forward there. Okay, let's do it. Now, I have the wheel, but I should get brewing up. There will come a point when it's not really worth doing the lower ones, but I think for at least another generation, I will want something like that. Okay, I've got the wheel. See, that's 4 and that's 6. Well, I don't have an extra one of those, but going down here, like I said, carries its risks, because the only way to get back up is to have one of these things. Let's do this. Okay. And I guess we'll use one of my wheels. I'm going to have to spend some time making tokens. Archway. Oh, shit. So yeah, if you leave them alone without making something, the children will work to gain a little bit of a skill up. The parents will gain a point. That's not really the one I wanted. Now if I use the sailing, she will fly all the way to the end here. Which would mean I would have to go all the way back. But that wouldn't be bad, because if I decided to go collect tokens again, that would move her back. Probably not the best way to do this. Since I've got some wheels, I'll give a wheel there. think it's best just to start collecting, because I really want that invention as soon as I can get it. I think I'll just let them build some skills up. Damn. That's what I was afraid of, getting all that stuff taken for— oh, crap. I don't have any sailing ships. Arg. I could have her go down and pick that up, but I really need some tokens right now. No, I need some good tokens. Nope. Shit. Can you make me one? Well, they made me a wheel. Ah, bastards. Okay, she can take that one. And... well, if I moved him all the way down to that, yeah, that wouldn't get me any tokens, or beads. But at least he's down here. Now, of course, I'm in a conundrum because I don't have tokens to get me back up there. I do have a couple wheels. Now let's see, that is a 4, so it's the same thing. I may as well get her back up there too. Another chance at a child. Okay. I would really like to be increasing his skills for the new stuff. I think that would be much more useful to me. But we are going to have to work on making some tokens. Sailing ships. I don't have any of that. There we go. I'll just have the rest of them work on skills. Ah, well, let's see. Okay, if I use the wheel, she should get a bounce. Good. And I can use the arch. 4 points away. Very close. I'm tempted to use that sailing, but I won't. Let's try and make some more. No. Just have the rest of them work on some skills. And all my other beads have been eaten up. Okay, well, I could get... I really need to be working on making some tokens. Exhausted men rested on the strange boat's benches. I treat my slaves well enough, the captain scowled. More oars should make the boat go faster, but those bastards can't row. He stomped down the gangplank. Whimsically, Rita turned to the slaves and rhymed, "Hey, look how you rowed. You made the captain go," which doesn't rhyme very well at all. They took up the cadence and clapped in time, laughing and repeating. Returning home, Rita crafted a clay drum. She fired it with carved images of a drummer leading the rowers. The captain never thanked her for the present. Okay, I think it's time for a heroic deed. Invention probably would be the smarter way to go. To be completely honest, let's have her make some tokens. Yeah. Okay, yeah, so my sailing is gone now, but I can turn that into the galleys. Okay, I got a wheel. None of that is going to help me. Well, okay. Take a wheel. You can stay down here. Uh-oh. They're getting old. We're ending an era. Okay, that's not useful to me, really. There's another wheel. Okay, well, I think what I'll have happen... And then she can come down here and grab that. I may as well just keep going with the galleys. Archway. And that was probably the last... No, there is an archway. Good. I think I may as well have both of them work on that. Problem is I'm going to get another kid. Okay, didn't happen this time, which is fine by me. Okay, I'll just have the rest of them work on their skills. Just in case I need them in the future. Now it is tempting to have them go make tokens. We're sending them almost into the danger zone, though, by doing this. I don't need more galleys, but because it is my... Okay, well... Do I want to use that? Yeah, okay. It's important to teach the children good skills. I just hope I don't get eaten. Oh, of course. Well, let's see. I could use a brewing, but how about instead we send you up to the brewing, and then leapfrog. Okay. Okay, we have another child. Great. Got a wheel? Probably should have used that galley on her, just in case I need to use her as a backup. How about I send you back up there? I'll send you to take this. You can see we're at the edge of this era. So now is my chance to get in the last little bits. I guess I'll feed you the wheel. See if these guys can produce anything. Okay. Works for me. Okay, so now I have a few final turns to build stuff up. I think I'll just use this to make a few tokens. I would make more for myself if I actually had both of them together, but... Okay, I'll give you the wheel, and that's going to be good enough. So let's move on with Enmol. Actually, wait a minute, before I do that, see if any of the other children... Oh, good. I'm tempted to stay one more turn and build that forging up. Nah, screw it. The ready sons of tradesmen were called to the river at the start of summer. They wore simple, clean tunics. The priests would bless them as they might a bull of rare size. They preached, "Your skills are given by the gods." They created people to labor for them after their divine servants refused simple trades work. Ply your craft long and well, then rest content in the lands of the dead, free from need, empty and eternal. At the end of the blessings, Enmol removed his tunic and threw it into the air. Rah! Other boys were struck amazed, laughed, and were quick to follow. The priests were not amused. Thereafter, people would call him Enmol the Bold. And here we go again. Now, unfortunately, the women that he loves are at the end. But Tabia here, we could pick up. But it's very tempting to race for this 10. You can see my conundrum. The problem might be, I mean, he's kind of okay, at least as far as skills go, but that I don't know that that has any bearing on actually being accepted as a mate. So, let's see. A lot of tokens there. She's worth 6, if I can get her. Tabia's mother introduced Enmol. He is a promising young man. His pottery skills may one day attract wealthy merchants with an eye for art. Tabia strutted away. Find me a man who delivers. Shit. Well, let's see if he finds love next time.